Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, I've got another Masterverse figure. This time it's a Beastman. Now, this one took a long time to decide if I was going to get it or not. Because I didn't like the first one. He's like huge. He's like 9 inches tall and giant. And he sort of had a furry harness and a plastic one. But he had this like piece of material which seemed to have like a design on it that kind of looked like it might have been supposed to have been stitched or something, embroidered. And I was like, why does he not just have his furry Speedo or his loincloth? Like, it just, and he's so huge, I'm just like, I don't like this. And then this one came out, I thought, well, this is better. But what was wrong was this piece was on him. And when it was on him, it just looked wrong. And I was like, he's just really small, doesn't look right. As soon as I took it off, it's like, the proportions are right. You make the connection between the gold belt and the gold wristings, and it just works. And yeah, so I'm glad I got it now. But when I sort of bought it, I was like, yeah, I need a Beastman, and there's no guarantee that we're going to get a vintage figure, because the vintage ones so far only consist of He-Man and Skeletor, which were done as a 40th anniversary set, and Faker, which is just a recolor of that same He-Man figure. So I thought maybe there isn't really a vintage line, because I haven't seen any other figures in that vintage line. It's just like they just had to repackage the 40th anniversary ones, and they managed to get 3 out of them instead of 2. So I thought maybe you're only going to get the new Eternia ones. So yeah, I got it. So here we have a little bit of art of this Beastman, 2 images, and in the background we also have a female beast person. On the back we have, of course, the product photography, no text, and this really ugly bright white Sagensa, whatever that is. So it's like, okay, and then we have the contents picture, but this is, I'm guessing, an international version, and the American version probably wouldn't have this big white, because the first thing I see when I look at this is not the image, but the white panel there. So I'm really not happy with that. But yeah, I'll be more careful with what I order next time. I didn't realise there was any difference, because so far I haven't seen any difference with the international versions. They may have some different text, but it really doesn't affect anything visually. But this really, I find, really distracts. I feel like I need to like cover that with something. I find it really annoying. But oh, of course we have a portrait on the side and another portrait of him, this time with the weird Jitsu armor, because I think it was originally designed for Jitsu, but the original design for Beastman, I think actually had some sort of big thick belt with something on it. So now I guess compared to the original first, as you can see, the mouth kind of is the same. He's got that same open mouth. Looks a lot more similar. Now the Origins version has the closed mouth, which I never noticed at first. It does actually differentiate it from the original, but I think the open mouth, just says, Beastman. I think they wanted to do 2 different head sculpts, so Beastman and Mossman weren't exactly the same. But then we have the Lords of Power one, and this, I think, has some sort of version of that bigger belt and the different armor and everything and the different face. So yeah, but yeah, it just doesn't work on him. I mean, I don't mind the extra stuff, like it's just something different, but I really just want like a modern version of the original design. It doesn't have to be really drastically different. Now the mouth does hinge. For some reason it doesn't want to move. Wants to prove me wrong. Oh wow. Okay, I don't know what's happening there, but there you go. It was closing, yeah, opening and closing before. So, yeah, and of course he has his, what are these called? A mace? And of course his whip, which isn't the same as the other one, which has that big sort of handle, but this probably fits better. And it's a very soft rubber and everything. But, yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm just so glad I got it, because the photos just didn't do it justice, and that extra additional belt and armor just messed up the proportions. He looked really small, because it just takes away the the figure, because the waist and that and the hips are thinner, and it just makes the chest and the armor and everything and the harness look bigger and broader, and yeah, it's just sort of took away from that. So the only thing I would probably do different is I would have had the straps here be like a more of a tan red sort of leather, and yeah, I mean, I really want just a red version, but you know, this is pretty good. I don't know if it's the only one we're going to get or the best one we're going to get, but it's good enough. New Eternia really was just, you know, 7-inch versions and just some interesting differences, rather than just having exact copies of the original ones. So that's what I wanted, that's what I'm getting, so I guess I need to, you know, stop complaining. But yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the second New Eternia Beastman.